The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. And San Francisco starts out with the ball. And here's Embiid. Embiid the screen. Outside Kirilenko. Thompson for the triple. Kept alive. LeBron outside. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Outside Westbrook. Here's LeBron. Out to Thompson. Outside Kirilenko. Taken away by Williams. Curry on the wing. Embiid with the steal. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
Russell Westbrook off his feet in a hurry. Woo-hoo, nicely done.
Brunson, no good. And Westbrook, here we go. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. Sinks the triple.
It's like a sixth sense. Sometimes you just know someone's out there with the look.
Inside. Here's Yang. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Embiid's got 5 now.
A big man with big-time range. Good to see Embiid cash in from deep.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Now here's James. Shot clock at 6. And James throws it down.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
Pass to Smith. Taken away by Kirilenko. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim. My goodness, how you feeling?
And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LeBron James.
Well, defense leaving the officials little choice there. Just too much contact.
No good on the second free throw. Kirilenko into the lane.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
If you're Russell Westbrook, you've got to balance that ability with getting downhill, with making range shots, and he delivers there.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And it's San Francisco in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for San Francisco.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it from 10. That one a little long. San Francisco leading by 16. Smith wide open. He fires. Back to Ingram. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Out to Smith. Back to Koulibaly. It's deflected.
Maybe nothing more important for a defensive scheme. Rim protection. That is big time.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And there's a shot that Ingram has mastered, the pull-up.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Roy. McDaniels defending. Now here's Roy. Still without a basket. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 5.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Curry can't get it to go. Here's Yang. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. San Francisco trails by 19. And Doris, we saw it. Something just clicked for Jaden McDaniels and his rebounding in the 2025 season.
Well, his rebounding and beyond, let's remember his team decided to put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he elevated his game on the offensive end as well.
Here's Curry, and it's San Francisco with the rebound. Here's Yang, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Curry brings the double. Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebound by Smith. And San Francisco with possession. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here is Daniels. Out to Smith. There's the 3. It's deflected.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's McDaniel. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. And along with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, this is Kevin Harlan.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Ellis outside. Pass to Red. Now here is Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
And Tim, an old-school big man, Jakob Pirtle, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
Here's Red. Curry with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Ellis. Kicks it out to Grant. Williams with the block.
Well, Williams is one of those guys that nobody wants to see in their face. He is a determined defender.
Screen by Pirtle. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Williams gets the bucket.
Well, they weren't happy to give up a three on the other end, but there you see Williams with the reply.
Now, here is O'Neal. Back to Red. Shot clock at 6. The shot from 20 feet away. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Pirtle has great value to his team. Offensive rebounding, just hanging around the glass.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Red. Pirtle. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Out to Smith. Brunson outside. There's the drive. And Brunson throws it down.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now here's Curry to the paint. Here's Yang.
Great job by Curry. His ability to read the floor, an underrated part of his game.
Here's Ellis. Bank shot, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim. And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And here's Ellis for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Jakob Pirtle, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for Albuquerque. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo! And Johnson giving these fans a show.
Here's Yang. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for San Francisco. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Thompson is double. Here's White. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Out to Kuzma. Off target with his three. Johnson outside. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for San Francisco. It's blocked.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim.
There's a screen to the middle. Roy. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And acting like a seasoned vet out here. Smith running the pick and roll. How about the timing on that pass?
Albuquerque again can't hit it. San Francisco leading by 4. Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Francisco?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
They set the screen. Thompson misses. And San Francisco with possession. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Williams inside the line. That one doesn't go. Thompson with it. Brunson picks him up. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. To end the cold streak. Here's Yang. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
The shot's good.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Right wing. And San Francisco tacks on 2 more.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Outside Williams. Here's Yang. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's San Francisco. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Curry will bring it up for San Francisco. They lead by 1. Inside. Here's Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Out to Kuzma for the lead. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a three-point Albuquerque lead.
And he caught the defense sleeping there. They didn't expect him to kick that back out.
Here's Smith. White with the defensive effort. It's stolen by Smith. Down low. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Here's Yang to the wing right side. Kuzma sets a screen. Lets the three fly. And it's White missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Screen by Smith. Inside. And Smith with the stuff.
A beautiful job running pick and roll right there. Williams showing you how dynamic he can be as a playmaker.
There's a good screen. Here's White. Rebound by Williams. Curry looking it over. Outside Williams. Back to Curry. And stolen by White. And the dunk by Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson, just great lift on these dunks. Whenever he's near the basket, he is ready to turn one over.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They set the pick to the inside. Yang.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll. Boy, he is smooth.
Pass to Pirtle. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Screen by O'Neal. Red outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Red's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
O'Neal is double. Kicks it out to Grant. It's stolen by Smith. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stolen by O'Neal. Grant with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
And that is a shot Grant has spent lots of time on working over the years. And you see the results right there.
To the middle. With 4 seconds on the clock. And San Francisco tacks on 2 more.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Albuquerque leads by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Ellis. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Ellis wide open. Drains the three-pointer. And Albuquerque leads by 4.
And one of the things I love about Pirtle, it's how unselfish he is. He's really all about giving it up if a teammate has a better look.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
The putback, and he banks the layup in.
Well, sometimes Pirtle goes over you, and sometimes he goes right through you.
Brunson outside. Here's Smith. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Thunderous jam. Wow.
O'Neal. Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. San Francisco trails by 4. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, one-handed!
Well, the screen doesn't go on that stat sheet, but J-Dub got a nice bucket out of it.
Thompson. And there's the jump hook.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
Williams looking around. Stolen. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And out of bounds is San Francisco gains possession.
Oh, wow. I just can't believe that. What a costly turnover.
San Francisco trails by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. 3, good.
Oh, give him credit for spotting the open shooter. That's just great court awareness.
Brunson outside. Smith. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. White outside. Outside Jefferson.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And there's the call on Jefferson. That's his first foul. And here is Curry. Layup, no good. And Albuquerque with the possession. Leading by 5. And that's an intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And San Francisco calls time here. They're trailing by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
It's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
They set the pick. Got it.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Albuquerque against San Francisco. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Ellis surveying the D. Pass to O'Neal. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Love it. Great recognition to get the ball over to the open man.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Pass to Curry. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here.
drawing, dishing. Williams there making the defense pay.
Now Red. The three. It's good from long range.
Nice quick release off the pass. He was ready to knock it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pass to Red. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Michael Red on the wing. From past the arc. Rebound by Smith. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Curry looking it over. To the inside. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Screen by O'Neal. Down low. And finished off by O'Neal.
Great use of the screen and roll. The pass delivered right on time.
Brunson outside. The kick out to Williams. Back to Smith. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got 7 points.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Red misses. And it's Williams with the ball for San Francisco. It's a 3-point game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. And it's Smith missing. To the paint. And finished off by O'Neal.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Albuquerque shooting their first free throw of the game. The free throw off from O'Neal. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's San Francisco leading by just 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Francisco.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Yang. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Johnson.
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor. But, Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young. And for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
Masterful work in the pick and roll.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here. Here's Curry. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Yang. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, he punches it in with some power. That's what you like to see.
Here's Thompson. A putback. And Kuzma stays with it.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
San Francisco leading by 3. And there's the drive. Outside Williams.
Tough play there by Williams. Finishing that one off. Wow. Getting fouled.
San Francisco shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
To the inside. Here's Yang. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And that's how you want to use your fouls. Not allowing him to get to the rim. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's San Francisco with it. They lead by 4. Smith outside. There's a screen by Williams. To the middle. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
Kuzma outside. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. San Francisco leading by 6. Smith outside. Williams for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Swiped it away. Outside Curry. Down low. Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Brunson with a clean look. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Outside for Jefferson. White, wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. And that does it for the first half of play. San Francisco leads by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Brunson. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Curry. To the paint. Here's Yang. No good on the shot. Albuquerque trails by 6. Right side Jefferson. Over Yang. Jefferson's shot is off.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And it's Smith penetrating. Shoots over Kuzma. Smith no good. Kuzma with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. They get it back. It's Jefferson outside. Drains the three-pointer. Jefferson's got the first bucket of the third here for Albuquerque. Out to Brunson. There's the pick. Right wing. It's up a 3. There's Brunson from deep.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Zoelos will bring it up for Albuquerque. They trail by 6. Screen by O'Neal. Ellis, that's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. San Francisco leading by 4. To the middle. Sweet move. Rebound by Albuquerque. Here's Grant. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Screen by O'Neal. For 3, Ellis. And the rejection by Smith. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. Screen by Pirtle. Near the three-point line, it's Red.
His focus was on point there, totally dialed in defensively.
Back to Curry. To the inside. Here's Smith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Smith's got 11.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
San Francisco leading by 6. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside for Curry. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Now Ellis. Ellis draws it up. Grant outside. Here's Red. Excellent D there from Williams.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Smith outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Grant. Albuquerque trails by 9. Pirtle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Williams.
How about the physicality of Pirtle? He was ready to absorb that foul.
That one misses.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
The kick out to Williams. It's Curry outside. Rebound by Albuquerque. Red with the ball. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Brunson outside. And it's San Francisco in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so here's Albuquerque. 9-point game. On the wing, Thompson. Down low. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Curry. Inside. Here's Towns. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Clever move by Curry, using the play to make room for a different shooter.
Here's Yang. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
To the inside. Outside for Curry. Buries the deep ball.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Brunson outside. Another shot. Good!
How about
about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent. He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now Smith. He drills the three.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Kuzma sets a screen. Kobe White. And it misses. San Francisco leading by 13. Curry fires. The long shot, no good. And Albuquerque with the possession. Now Thompson. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
It's good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
Albuquerque trails by 16. White is double. Outside Kuzma. Smith there for the rebound. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. Up top Curry. Williams outside. Here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the three misses. Left side Jefferson. Trying again. Smith there for the rebound. And here is Williams. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Takes the three. And so it's San Francisco winning this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. And along with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, this is Kevin Harlan.
Here we go.
And here is Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Screen by Smith. Here's Yang. Drops in the tray.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Yang. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Hill. 5 on the clock. Outside, Ball. No good on the three.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
San Francisco passing it around. To the inside. Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Yang. All sorts of time. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
The smart use of the mid-range. Make them guard every part of the court.
To the middle. Here's Yang. It's deflected. Brunson scanning the floor. Smith outside. Down low. And the dunk by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
No good from Turkoglu. .139 left in the first quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So, G8, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here is Hill. Outside, Ball. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, the passing skills of Ball are terrific. Just imagine him only getting better at this.
Smith. That one a little long. Turkoglu outside. Inside. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And for a big guy, Aldridge is so agile. I mean, lets him work that play there to perfection.
To the paint. Down low. Here's Williams. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Nice vision. When a teammate's got that much room to operate, you got to get it to him.
Aldridge, no one around him. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Aldridge has got his second basket.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. They just had to put the ball in his hands.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Hill, a free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. San Francisco leads by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Francisco.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
And the dunk by Smith.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Koulibaly. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Ayton a screen. To the inside. From deep. Edwards puts in the three.
And that corner pocket triple. Terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Ayton the screen. It's Edwards on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 6.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
San Francisco trails by 3. To the middle. To end the run. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
To the paint. Here's Yang. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, how about the dunk right there? I love seeing him go up with that force.
Here's White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's the screen. Curry, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
That's a nice kick. Great feel for where to move with it.
Outside, White. Pass to Ilgauskas. Brunson up top. Hasn't made one yet. Inside. Yang. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Oh, that's a nice read from Brunson out of the pick and roll.
Back to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Brunson outside. To the inside. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Now here's Brunson. Misses the 3. Down low. Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's San Francisco. They lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now here's Curry. Over to the left wing. Back to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Yang.
And now you see why those assist numbers for Williams have been climbing over the past few seasons.
And that one drops.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And San Francisco calls time here. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Inside. Smith outside. To the inside. Williams gets the bucket. And San Francisco leads by 2.
And nice possession there. J-Dub gets the ball around the rim, and he knows how to finish.
And that one is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
To the middle. And stolen by Ayton. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And you got to be cautious around Ayton. When the pass isn't precise, he has an ability to poke it away.
And yes, it's good.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Out to Smith. Here he goes. Yang. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. 20 points for him.
And acting like a seasoned vet out here, Smith running the pick and roll. How about the timing on that pass?
And here's Turkoglu from the arc.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
That 3 off the mark. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for San Francisco. There's a good screen to the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, this has been an incredible offensive performance.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The kick out to Hill. Connects from three-point range. Hill's got 6.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Back to Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside. And it ends up out of bounds. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. And Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Williams looking around.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Aldridge a screen. Pass to Ilgauskas. No good on the triple. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Now here's White. Pass to Ilgauskas. And here's Covington. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Aldridge misses. San Francisco trails by 3. Towns the screen. Here's Brunson barreling in. Hill looking around. Here's Ilgauskas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Curry. Back to Brunson. Johnson the screen. Down low. Hill with some nice D. Towns the screen. Curls it down. What an assist!
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Plenty of space. Book it.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now Towns. Koulibaly. He drills the 3.
And I like how he didn't have a great look, kicked it, and they end up with the triple.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And there's the dunk.
Perfect read from Aldridge there. Very willing to share it with his guys and getting them going.
And San Francisco calls time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Smith. Got it to go.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Outside Edwards. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Brunson outside. And stolen by Aldridge. .125 left in the game. Bullseye from the corner. Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Off the glass.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Ball.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
Knocks down the 3.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Shoots the 3. Down he goes for 3.
And you see why they go to Aldridge here. He wants to be the guy to bury those clutch shots.
Brunson goes in.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. They'll think twice before trying that again.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And San Francisco calls time here. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
I can't wait to see what they draw up here and who they decide to go to.
Williams. The three is off. Ball fired.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And that one will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. And he misses the second attempt, but one more coming up here. And he finally gets one to drop after missing the first 2. That stretches their lead to 8. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win, and one where they clearly... Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson.
Here we go.
And San Francisco starts out with the ball. Smith in the posts. Down low. There's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
Good work there as it goes.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Gotta be crafty in close.
Here's Kamara. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And add that one to the highlight reel. Wow. Jabari Smith.
So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor. But, Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young. And for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
Smith on the wing. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Brunson goes in. And Brunson throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now, here's Ball. Back to Smith. Can't nail the jump. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Stolen by Ball. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And then Smith with the dunk.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
At the elbow, Smith. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Yang. It's tipped.
Come on, man. You got to get that weak stuff out of here.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 7.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Inside. Makes it off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Yang. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 5 points in the game.
Oh, the passing skills of Ball are terrific. Just imagine him only getting better at this.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Getting after it and making things happen. Love the aggression.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
The kick out to Williams. To the inside. Here's Yang. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, nice dish by Williams. An aspect of his game that's sometimes overlooked, but Jalen is really good at making the right read.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for Albuquerque. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Albuquerque.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Şengün. Out to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Here's Şengün. No good on the 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
And so here's Albuquerque. Outside, Towns. Harper in the corner. The kick out to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Towns has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Brunson with the drive. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
San Francisco trails by 4. To the paint. Here's Yang.
Oh, man, that was a loud bucket.
And so here's Albuquerque. Pass to Şengün for the 3. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Well, Şengün can be choosy at the arc, so when he does take these shots, he means business.
Offensive rebound. Brunson outside. And the dunk by Brunson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Pass to Şengün. And again, it's Albuquerque.
There's a lot of confidence in Şengün's game. He doesn't hesitate. He gets after it.
And here's Smith. Got it. Good job in the low post. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. San Francisco will retain possession. Here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Here's Brunson barreling in. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. Albuquerque leading by 3. Edwards drawing the double team. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Harper. Towns, the screen. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. 5 to shoot. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off him.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Albuquerque leads by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Williams with the ball. Here's Yang. Hits the 3-point bomb. 8 points for him.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Not as easy as it looks to find your man wide open like that.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Pass to Towns. Here's Koulibaly. Towns the screen. Lets it go from the wing. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For San Francisco, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And San Francisco calls time here. first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. 6-point game. And the basket by Kamare.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And it's Ball in the corner. Knocks down the three ball. Ball's got the lead up to 12 now for Albuquerque.
Zero hesitation at the arc. Ball truly believes in his ability to shoot the three.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the left wing. Back to Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Just a passing clinic.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
And there's the drive. Here's Yang. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Puts up a deep three. And it's San Francisco with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Williams' shot is off. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 17-5 run. Out to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Albuquerque leading by 17. Fires from deep. Here's Yang. Outside Williams. Out to Smith. Clock at 4. And then Smith with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. San Francisco trails by 21. Brunson goes in. And stolen by Barnes. And here's Harper from the arc. The kick out to Barnes. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Albuquerque. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Edwards drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And they pick up 2.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Curry with the bucket.
Love to see the lack of hesitation on the catch and fire.
And Şengün throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Edwards with it. Now Smith defending.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
Curry on the wing. Brunson outside. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. Yes, that goes in.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from three, this guy is almost unguardable.
Back to Şengün. Towns for three. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
The shot's good from Smith.
So many ways Smith can hurt you, really showing us all what he's capable of.
Towns wide open. And again, it's Albuquerque.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Outside Edwards. Puts up a three. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Great defense. He was having none of that there.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And so here's Albuquerque. Harper. And Harper slams it in.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Şengün. And here's Harper from the arc. Misses. And so Albuquerque takes the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson.
Here we go.
And San Francisco starts out with the ball. Abdul-Jabbar with the ball. Now Smith defending. Curry outside. Good on the triple.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
Now here's Ball. Into the lane. And Ball slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
McDaniels.
Looking just about unstoppable.
Screen by Smith. To the middle. Out to Brunson. Back to Smith. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Nice shot by Smith.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Curry. To the paint. Here's Yang. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Love watching this kind of action in the pick and roll.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Down low. Stolen by Bosch. Inside. Pass to Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
McDaniels outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. San Francisco trails by 3. There's the screen. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Smith. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Smith's got 8.
Nice job to take advantage of that high percentage look.
The kick out to Ball. 1 second left. And the layup is good. He talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's San Francisco. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Francisco.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint. And the defense gets in Smith's face inside, but he shows real poise by not backing down.
So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor, but Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young, and for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
To the paint. Here's Yang. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's the pick to the middle, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Curry. In the corner, Smith with it. Down low. Here's Yang. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. At the elbow, Smith. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And it's Smith missing. Kamara with it. Williams picks him up. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Westbrook again missing. Curry on the move. Brunson outside. Westbrook with the steal. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Stephen Curry.
Pretty much forcing his shot through. What a play by Westbrook.
San Francisco shooting their first free throw this game. Right wing. Here's the three. It's good from long range. He's got 7.
Rise and fire. Love the confidence.
Pass to Kamara. Here's Yang. Driving to the basket.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's San Francisco with it. They trail by 3. Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Here's Yang. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Kamara. Launches it. Rebound by Smith.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
They set the pick. Inside. Here's Yang. Off with the layup. Fires for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. San Francisco leads by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brunson surveying the D. It's good. He's got 9.
Oh, that's a nice read from Brunson out of the pick and roll.
For 3, Hill. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Brunson outside. To the paint. Here's Yang. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And San Francisco with possession. It's a 1-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Ball's got 9 points.
Zero hesitation at the arc. Ball truly believes in his ability to shoot the 3.
Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's good from Ball. Richard, for a guy who's had tons of hype around him, and despite the injuries, Lonzo Ball has had a nice career in the NBA.
Yes, it hasn't gone exactly the way Lonzo wanted because of injury. But like you said, with all that noise back when he was in high school, I think he's done a very good job just being himself.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Brunson right side. Outside Curry. Pocket 6. San Francisco again missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the inside. Abdul-Jabbar. Williams with the block.
Do they really think they had a chance? That's just unreal defense.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
The D can't afford to back off Williams too much there. When he's roaming the perimeter, he's more than capable of firing from deep.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And there's the call on Bosch. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Williams scanning the floor. Count the basket. Smith's got 16 points.
Drawing, dishing. Williams there making the defense pay.
It's up a 3. And the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got the lead up to 6 now for San Francisco. Right side Curry. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. There's the pick. Pass to Curry. Down low. Here's Yang. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
It won't show up in the stat sheet, but boy, that is a heck of a screen.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
I love when Westbrook gets inside like this. You know he's looking to dunk every single time.
To the middle. Here's Yang. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Westbrook. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry fires from way outside. And we've reached the end of the third. It's San Francisco up by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. San Francisco leading by 4. And ball gets double teamed. Outside Hill. And here's Bosch for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Bosch has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for San Francisco. And Paul with the block.
And we saw he was ready to swat that one away in very good position.
San Francisco making a switch here. Now Abdul-Jabbar. And that's out of bounds. San Francisco will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
San Francisco trails by 7. Now here is Smith. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but well, he sure muscled that one in.
Pass to Bosch. Outside ball. The 3 goes down.
This is why Ball takes a good amount of threes, because he's very accurate and confident from there.
Here's Smith. Six to shoot. And it's off. And here's Bosch bringing it up for San Francisco. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
And San Francisco calls time here. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Here we've got Brunson. Here's Curry. Stolen by Westbrook.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Trying again. And it misses. San Francisco leading by 11. McDaniel. Oh, what a play inside.
Outstanding work, feeding the open teammate.
Now Smith. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Westbrook drives in. Fires the 3. Smith there for the rebound. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smith there for the rebound. And so it's San Francisco with it. Curry fires. Can't connect from long distance.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
There's a screen. Finishes inside on the nice dish. And so it's San Francisco with it. Westbrook with it. Now Smith defending. Now Westbrook. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And so it's San Francisco winning this one. A resounding victory for them.